All Eyes on Fishing with Mitch Peterson, Josh Sheldon, and Brad Qualley, leading you to the next level.
Everybody, welcome back to All Eyes on Fishing. Out of Walleye 1.
Yeah, it's kind of a sad day.
There's so much room.
I know.
Well,
it's not as cozy.
No,
It's not. We're
No.
so used to it being like half the size and like shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Like, hey,
if-
buddy.
yeah. I guess if we had ice fishing shanties, that's kind of what it would be like,
Oh
right?
yeah, no, it's like a two-man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
A 2-man that we put 3 in.
We've had 4.
Yeah, and packed a bunch of boxes of hats.
Well,
and-
Well, the problem is just all the different gear and everything we have from All Eyes
The
on
shells
Fishing, from
and-
our Colorado Walleye Try now with E-Tournament Fish, just all the stuff that we have. It's like,
yeah,
But this is cool. Look at
this is good enough.
Look at these digs.
Got
Yeah.
some piggies behind us.
Yeah.
Largemouth. Had to put them up, right?
yeah, absolutely.
why
we
not?
got a couple more in waiting over there
Yeah.
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 Those will get shown later.
We could put one right here by me.
Do
Like
we
my
want it?
little
I
buddy.
can go grab
too.
it.
No, don't go grab it. I mean, we don't want to do any false advertising. He hasn't caught anything like that.
That's only 19 inches.
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean.
And a little snake northern. It's like,
Yeah,
what's
that
that?
little snake
24
northern.
Yeah,
inches?
I know.
I
Look,
think it's like 23.
I'm
We'll have
telling
to
you,
show-
that's false advertising.
it fits up there perfect. Though.
I've caught bigger by hand
Oh,
of each species.
oh, jeez.
Yeah, we'll show that later.
By hand?
Yeah.
What are you leaning over the boat grabbing?
No, we were plucking northerns out of a dead lake that was. They were all in this open chunk, and it was, take
Really?
Yeah, because they
Oh,
were.
is it a dry, like an irrigation? Lake?
Well, no, but it was freezing out. It was so cold that winter, the ice, there wasn't any oxygen left in the water. So this pike, my buddy told me about it. We drove there after work. Sure enough, drove the truck right up this hole, and they're all sitting there like carp. And we're like, start grabbing. and
Dude, well, it's
throwing
like those guys that went out
yeah.
to Jumbo, and they posted it on one of the fishing websites, dude.
Yeah.
Like with a whole stringer of walleyes. You know, all of them. They were like, these
were
are
eyes?
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, a huge stringer
didn't
full of
see that
huge
one.
eyes. Yeah, and it's like you pulled them out with your hand, bro.
Yeah, that's so cool. Every angler out there, you all want to
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
This is the first time we've done a video, really.
Yep.
I mean, like when we're talking about this.
Yeah.
right.
I mean, we've got a lot of action videos out fishing, but
No.
this is the first.
So anyway, we're gonna talk about fall fishing. We've
Why
all
did you
been.
point at me? He's like, anywhere.
It just happened to be because my hands. It's nothing
He's
funny.
always
well,
pointing.
look
Look.
at my thumbs. At
Yeah,
him.
he's always like a gun.
Hey, anyway.
Now I'm feeling harassed and
you two
intimidated
guys
here.
For the two of us, thumb, pointer, finger.
Yeah. So
Now that you guys get to see us, we're really going to lose a lot of
I
popularity.
know we've been out quite a bit lately. All of us. We've
This
had
might
some
not be
time.
good.
We've done some night fishing, night trolling, day cast.
Yeah, we did a
Morning
little,
cast,
little
yeah.
night fishing.
Yeah.
Night fishing. Brad reestablished himself as the Rainbow King.
No, that was him.
Oh,
He
it
had
was
the
you.
biggest one.
Well, you had the biggest, but you had the most.
I think Josh just called you the Rainbow King.
We need to come up with a theme song for him.
Love rainbows.
Hey,
like,
there's
the
plenty-
like the Reading Rainbow song, but we just make it the Rainbow King.
We're almost 4 minutes in it. We haven't
That's
told
all
what
right.
we're
That's
talking
all
about.
right. That's all right. We're good. We know.
Oh, they know what we're talking about.
Yeah, they know. They know you're the Rainbow King. Hey,
God.
So here's the best part. We caught, or I'd say we, but I say it just because we were in the boat with them to make them feel better. But Brad caught more rainbows in that one evening of trolling than he did in 2 days you went out rainbow fishing with your wife in Plato.
Yeah, but I was fishing.
Yeah, that's true. You were.
I was not working. You know the best part about I was up at Stagecoach, which is over by Steamboat. Best
Trout,
part-
trout fishing.
Trout fishing. Yeah. Tell me what you were using.
No,
Tell me what you're using.
I will get all to that. There was no cell service.
Oh,
Zero.
Zero. That's nice.
It was so nice.
That's nice.
Because every time you go out, you know how it is. Bling, bling, bling.
Yeah.
I mean, I got 2 phones.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
Yeah. I know. He's so cool.
What's great is he's going pike fishing, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what he told us. Pike
He's
fishing.
like-
and then he gets
he's
his
like,
trout.
He's glopping that power bait on his little. He's like, yeah, they're gonna love it.
That is the side of our Berkeley sponsorship that I thought we'd never use.
I didn't order from. I didn't want it in my order history.
he's ripping those trout lips with a medium action walleye rod, a 6.6, slamming the hook home. Trout are just flying out of the water.
But that's the thing. We're focused because of Brad on trout right now.
Yeah.
But all species, fall, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're here.
Hey,
time.
really, as long as you're fishing. I mean, of course, whenever you go out, you always want to catch eyes. Us.
Yeah.
But when we were out just the other night, wiper, smallmouth, eyes,
Yep.
trout.
Trout.
Yep.
No northerns.
No. Well, we didn't fish like they had any northerns, but we caught
I
almost
thought
every
they had 'em there
species.
now.
We caught almost every species that was in there except for maybe carp or sucker. Maybe there might be suckers in there too. I
Yeah.
don't know. But we got. I'm. And we went. I don't know. I think we were still a touch early. Water was 63 degrees when we got there.
This was a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
We've been out since, and now the water temperature's down.
But that's a
for
good
that trip.
I think it's to be mentioned, like we mentioned in our last podcast, is that water temperature is so crucial.
I think it's a lot of light too, though.
Well, I think it's a lot of light, but I think the temp was still so warm that we didn't see what we thought we would see. I mean, the graph was full of bait in places we didn't think we would see it. And that lake's known for lots of bait, and it wasn't just in the spots that we normally find the bait.
Nope.
And the fish weren't
it
really
was still
schooled
fun,
up.
though. We got out.
Yeah, the fish weren't really schooled up like we thought, and so.
It's better now. We're 2 weeks later.
I'm
the water
sure it
temp-
is.
Well, not there. I'm just talking.
Well,
the
anywhere.
lakes-
Yeah,
the
I'm
lakes
sure
around
it
here
is.
are now about 10
Yeah.
degrees cooler,
Yeah.
which is nice.
That lower 50s is where it starts to move. Then the 40s is
Because
really,
we were talking about like that transition into fall, and we were really talking about fall fish. I mean, that's what we were hoping for 2 weeks ago when we started this, but it ended up being still kind of transition time. Now, though, 2 weeks later, I don't know where it is where you're at, but now that water temperature is 54, 53. Oh, perfect.
Well,
And they're stacking up. They are really starting to migrate. You're starting to find pods of fish. They're not so spread out for walleyes.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, all you have to do is look on Facebook and start flipping through it. And all these giant walleyes are pictures of
it's
walleyes.
just one
And what
after
does
another.
everybody say? It's on, and the fire little symbol.
yeah, they'll
you know?
fire
And
in
it's like,
a fall leaf.
yeah, the fall bite is on.
Yeah.
And that's what we're talking about.
No, it is, and it's going to be pretty good. I mean, I think this year it's going to go pretty far into November, further into November than we would have, than it originally does. So,
Well, I think you're right, and we talked about it 2 weeks ago. Why our lakes were still a little warm. Has to be because we're in a drought. We're not having the runoff.
Right.
All that 38, 40 degree water that comes in from the mountains, it was like a trickle. So your normal sunlight was cooling it, the overnight temperatures, but you're not getting that constant 38 degree water that's coming
Incoming,
into ours.
cycling in.
And that's what's the delay is. The light is still, I mean, it's 6:30 or 6:20 now, and it's getting dark.
it's crazy.
So, I mean, great for the night bite because you're not, I mean, how many times we go out night fishing? It's 9:15. We're like, okay, in
dark.
about 45
Yeah,
minutes.
yeah,
buddy. About 45 minutes. Now we're like, we've had 3 hours of fishing,
Yeah.
4 hours of fishing by then.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's the way it was when we went. I mean, we're like, what, it felt like we'd been out there forever in the dark, and it was only a couple hours. Yeah,
We're like, it's
8:30.
8?
Yeah,
We're all like,
yeah,
We're getting old, too.
yeah. I know.
It's like as a kid, I'd go all night. Just change batteries in my headlamp. Let's
Yeah,
keep going.
well, yeah.
No, not anymore.
yeah. So the transition now with that temperature, time of day is huge. I mean, amount of sunlight a day.
Yeah.
And then when it's getting down to at night, we're gonna get our first good snow tomorrow.
Yep.
Did you see that?
I did. Are we getting it or just the mountains?
No, here.
Yeah, we're getting.
Oh, we're getting some.
Yeah,
About
I doubt it'll stick much.
I don't know. It's for about 4 hours we're supposed to get snow, but that's that time of year, buddy.
Yeah, yeah. No, it'll help. Well, and then it looked like there's going to be some following it up later after the weekend. So we'll see. But we're getting into the 30s and 20s at night already. So it's gonna that'll make that water dive down too. So
It's just gonna it's going down quite a bit. In 2 weeks it went down 10 degrees.
yeah,
I mean that's big.
yeah.
A lot right there, and the fish are definitely reacting to that. Or 2 weeks ago, the fish were really scattered. We were finding fish, but real small pods. A lot of scattered fish all over, just kind of random, chasing bait fish still, putting on their feed bags. But now they are definitely around here because of that water temperature, the daylight starting to really clump up. You know what I mean? You're starting to see
Well, those temperature, those fish there are affected greatly by the temperature, like the shad and stuff. They're starting to try to go. As these lakes turn over and stuff, they're going to go deeper to find deeper warmer water or more consistent water, I would say. You
Yeah,
know?
that's what it is.
And that's what they're going to do, and those fish are going to follow them, and they're going to sit down there and they're going to start hammering them before it gets.
Man, the fish are fat
So cold,
right now.
yeah.
You can tell this time of year. In spring, you know, when they're really putting the feed bags on.
Yeah.
Well, early summer, when they're really putting the feed
Yeah.
bags on it right now.
Yeah.
They're doing everything. I mean, there's so much bait that's dying off. When you were out last week, did you see any bait dying?
Oh no.
That's
None.
crazy. Because up on, a few weeks ago, we were seeing a bunch of bait dying.
Yeah.
And now we're not seeing as much, but there's still a lot of bait out there. Well, that's weird. And I was just curious because you went out without us, but I was just curious what you saw.
Well, which is
Nothing.
why he didn't catch any fish.
I know. It's like
none. Did you?
why even go?
Well, it
without
really
you
is.
guys?
That's a great question.
That's
I mean, really, like
Will
you know.
will you tie this on,
Yeah.
and then when he gets it ready, then will you cast it for me?
Oh, I was watching. Oh,
That's what happens when you set the hook and hand it to him.
I was killing me. I was watching the show.
Reels upside down.
I got one.
I was watching this show on cable, and it was on. Oh God, it was probably like 3 nights ago, and it's like one of those like Life Below Zero or Alaskan, whatever. I can't remember which one it was, but this guy's talking about how we really go out and go fishing this time of year. We catch a lot, and he had his reel upside down.
He did not.
I swear.
No
And then
way, dude.
Instead of casting, he's casting a spoon. Instead of casting like this, he goes.
Oh yeah, whips it. I saw that too.
I was like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah. Yeah.
He's teaching his boy. I was like,
Like we have to.
Yeah.
We have to catch fish
Well,
to survive.
it's like in-
So
it
sorry.
was
and they
like
were catching them. That's
Yeah.
the thing because
Well,
there's
it's
a
Alaska.
bazillion of them.
yeah.
Yeah, but it's
The bears
intervention.
are there eating
Yeah,
them. I'm like, yeah.
you're like you deserve to get eaten by that bear if you're going to reel with that reel upside down. I'm going to put it out there right now.
It's kind of like the Minnesota conundrum, right? The fishing's so good, they just stick to their jigs and
Yeah.
crawlers or whatever. They don't have to expand it much.
Expand and
'cause it's
figure
so
out that
good.
stuff, yeah.
Same with these guys. The fish
Yeah.
is so good, he
Yeah.
never even thought to flip his
Right.
reel. Right? Don't have to.
Right. Well, you know what though? I think that's a very good kind of segue in. We just had a couple of our guys go out to Lake Erie and participate in a tournament, and did really well.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what they end up finishing top
I didn't.
5.
I didn't.
I
Which
didn't
one?
see Gene. And
Gene.
Oh,
I didn't-
that'll go for the whole month.
Yes.
So right now they
Yeah.
were in.
Oh, I
like
see.
he in the brawl
Yes.
and the slam. They entered both of them.
Yeah.
And they were. He was 5th in
Yeah.
one of them. But that's
Yeah,
gonna
that's
Oh, it
change.
goes all
early.
month,
It
okay.
goes. Yeah, it goes through the.
Yeah, they couldn't stay
30
any
days.
longer.
Yeah, it's like I think I saw October 18th through the
Whatever.
12th
Right.
of November.
I'm sure
or
we'll
something.
get plenty of emails on that of what the actual dates are. I
Yeah.
just don't know.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
So,
but they were-
So
but anyways,
yeah,
it
if
was
you want to send
interesting to
emails, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
You don't have to because it'll just blow us up our mailbox. So
The start, but to see the start, I mean, again, I think, they go out there and do a good job. They know how to troll cranks, and they found fish and all that other kind of good stuff.
they had
which
some
is-
nice fish
They had some really nice
because they
fish.
were sending them to us to
Yep.
to review on our app, and
Yep.
it was.
Oh, yeah.
They were doing good.
Yeah.
Looked like a great time.
No, it
What
was
did he
great.
end up with? A 29-incher was the big one?
That biggest one was 29, but he had several that were in the up, mid 20s.
Oh,
and,
yeah, right.
Yeah, and
26,
so,
27.
yeah.
So I gotta look at something when you guys are talking.
Yeah, so that was and that's a good kind of leadway into the e-tournament update because we are,
Seconds away.
just it's so close. We gave them early access to the app. He went out there and used it offshore. He was 8 miles offshore at one point, and did
Zero
all his
service.
fish, zero service.
Doesn't matter.
Did all his fish, came in, refreshed the app, shot it up. All the fish came in, and we were able to sit here in our houses in Colorado and approve all of his fish from.
I was
through
at
the
my
app.
desk at work for
Yeah.
one. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I was
looks
in
good.
the John.
Yeah, Where y'all does all his best work.
double duty.
Yeah.
Confirm and fishing. Taking care of business.
I'm like, that's a nice fish.
Yeah. You're like, it's a brown. Oh wait, never mind.
Tournament director secrets.
Yeah. Yeah, instead of looking at the picture, he's like, I got the camera on. That's a really nice truck. Oh, wait, never mind. Stop. Camera
No,
off.
exciting though. The app is exciting.
Yeah, no, and the app is so close. We've been doing testing for the last month, I would say. Well, I mean, we've
more
been doing a
than
lot
that,
of
yeah,
testing, but I mean, some serious intense testing with other people, using it in a lot
Different
of places,
states.
different states, and came up with a lot of good things to fix and work on and do. And so, I mean, we're
It's
really
it's
just
going
doing
to be
the
one of those things. It's solid as hell right now. Right?
yeah.
But I'm excited. Version 1 will probably get released here pretty soon. But the upgrades that are going to come from the anglers that use it and say, hey, we'd like to see this too. I mean, we've thought of
Well,
a lot
we've
of
we've
stuff.
got things in the pipeline already.
Yeah, we've got
Yeah.
stuff we just don't have
Yeah,
time
that
for.
we-
We want to
yeah.
get it out, and
That's
then
not
we'll,
critical need. It's more luxury stuff.
Little polish.
Yeah.
Little,
It'll be
wow,
good.
it's got
it'll
that.
It'll still
Yep.
work. It works fine.
Yep. So that is definitely still coming. We were hoping to have it out in a tournament under our belts by about this time. Actually, we were talking about doing it at some point this weekend, and it's just not there yet. So
Yeah, we probably could have, but we want to make sure it's 100%.
yeah, we don't want any issues with functionality, and we don't want anybody to call us and say, hey, it is not working for me, or I can't get this to download or something. So
Well,
we are
I
putting
think-
it through those tests.
Yeah, and I think the whole key to it being successful is all of our experience with tournaments and directors, anglers, all sides of it. I mean, going from a live weigh-in format with the Colorado Walleye Association to a digital format with the Colorado Walleye Trail, and
the last
then
3
now
years.
taking all those elements that we came up with to really plug all the holes of any cheating and stuff.
Just to make it fair.
Yeah. To keep it legit, because that's the number one thing I think for anglers. Is
People
just
spend a
that
lot
confidence.
of time on the water.
Yeah.
What you catch, you want to get it qualified.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Make it honest, fair, and let's see who can really catch the most.
Well, we have total confidence in who we send in our teams to the NTC. We have total confidence knowing that those teams were our best teams.
Oh, 100%.
And there's no doubts.
shenanigans.
Yeah, no doubts about it, and no doubts about when we do a championship or any other type of tournament that when I write that check, I know those are the guys who won that check.
Yeah.
There's no doubts ever that and I know we've all been in those tournaments, right? Probably like this last one that went down, where you're all standing there and you go, those dudes really? Like really? Those guys? Because and not that it's any one person, but just like either nobody has that much luck, right? I mean, even Kavaias and Parsons come in the lower half, frequently,
It's fishing.
Yeah, it's fishing.
You're going
so,
against a bunch of good sticks.
Right.
It's hard to always be on top.
It's- right.
Anybody that's fished tournaments knows that.
right, especially if it's not your home water, or so to be able to look at our rosters and who won, and when I get the list of the winners, every one of them, you're like, yep, okay, yep, there we go, good, good. I mean, because there's no hijinks or anything going on. So I think it's important that we get that when we do get it out, like we've talked about, when we get it out, it's out right. Yeah, it's out, it's
Totally.
it's right, it's the way it needs to be, and man, for everybody listening, you got those ice fishing, leagues or circuits or month-long tournaments or whatever. We'll be ready to go for that.
Yeah.
We'll be
I'm
able
telling
to do
you,
that.
what the coolest thing, another cool thing about the app is, I think it's going to open the door for a lot of new people to start fishing tournaments, making competitions. A group of buddies can do it. Guys up in the mountains, fly fishermen that love to fly fish and catch their beautiful trout. Yeah. Well, they can't compete against each other typically. Well, now they could.
Yeah.
They don't have to have service. They can measure. We've even got the lovely trout as a
Trout. We have
conversion.
the conversion table for the trout. So no, it's good, and that's as we get into this fall time, which we'll go into further on the next level. But when we get into
the
this,
next level, we want to talk about like morning bite, night bite, during the day.
Oh yeah, and what I'm gonna be doing here for the rest.
Well, what you were doing a couple days ago when you and your boy went out. I mean, it's just what's happening now.
Yep.
But
Your
it's gonna be
best
good.
odds.
Yep. No, I agree.
The app is cool, and I hope
Go check it out. You can still look at our website.
Yeah,
look at it.
totally. eTournamentFishing.com. The few people that we've talked to, tournament directors, a few different leagues. We've got a meeting tomorrow with some guys from Minnesota. Every single one of them. This is the cool part too. You guys have thought of everything.
Not one has been like, well, that's stupid. No, it's always like, oh my God, we've been looking for that.
Yep.
Yeah.
I love hearing that feedback.
I do too.
Geez, who couldn't ask for better than that? You guys have thought of everything. Well, we truly did. We thought of every part of the tournament, from entering it to setting it up as a director to
Takes 5
using,
minutes.
to fishing it and
5
dealing
minutes
with
to set it up.
Yep, for sure.
Bam.
For
Just
sure.
like that.
Yep.
It's
So,
cool.
yeah.
It's cool.
Well, we weren't really gonna. I mean, we were talking more fall fishing, but we're so excited about the app. Bear with us on that because we're going to be talking about it a lot over the next several podcasts. Just because
Well, we want to
we're-
get the word out.
Well, plus we're living it. We're living it so much. I mean, we're out. We got to test, right? So we have to.
Sorry, honey.
Yeah, I got to
test the-
Gotta
Gotta
go
do
fishing
it.
again.
Gotta do it. Sorry. Gotta do it.
Yep.
Yep.
I mean, we're going out quite a bit, having a lot of good success. But what's cool about it is the ability to like turn a live leaderboard on. Like when I'm the director and you guys are fishing, have you guys been checking it when I turn it off?
No,
I haven't noticed it because I was
no.
just waiting. I'm like, they submitted a fish, and I'm like, I'll approve. Turn off the leaderboard. But you guys,
That's some weird control
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
where
oh
he's
yeah,
got going.
I love it.
Yeah,
And we don't even know he's
but
doing
I know, but
you-
to me, I love it. And then like 10 minutes later, I'll turn it back on.
But you know when he's doing it. You know when he's doing it, right? It's in the morning after the 2 cups of coffee, right? And he's like, well, leaderboard time because you know what he's doing. But if it's like 10:15 or 10:30, there's no way he's turning that thing off. He's not looking at it.
Oh, no.
No.
He's busy at work.
Busy at work. But you know, if it's what, 6:45, 7 o'clock, all of a sudden leaderboard goes off. I'm like, well, I know what's going on now.
Like, damn, the leaderboard's off.
So
That's great.
Yep. No, that works. It'll be good. And we do. We need to get the word out. And what better way to get the word out than through All Eyes on Fishing
Yeah,
and our
yeah.
podcast and everybody that listens and follows us. And because, you know, it is really going to change, I think, the way tournament fishing is going to be done. So
It's got to.
it has to. Yep, it has to. I think DNRs are going to mandate it. I think they're going to step up and, you know,
Well, because it keeps track of creel surveys.
yep.
You know, like all these offshore folks. I mean, they can go do tuna tournaments, redfish. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter where you're at. I mean, you can go anywhere. Check in before you go out. You're good. That's all it
Go
is.
get him.
Go get them. Go get them. So
Pretty cool.
Anyway, we're going to take this over to the next level where we're going to talk about the morning and the night bite and fishing during the day, different techniques, baits. It's definitely trophy time. We're going to talk about some of the nice fish we've been catching lately and some of our buddies that they've been catching some fish because these fish are fat, they're feeding, and it's a good time to be out on the water.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Take this over to the next level at aeof.supercast.tech and listen to more.
Yep. Subscribe. What are we up to now? Something like 300 plus episodes.
Oh, we got to be right around there. I don't know.
It's got to be. It's a ton. It's a ton. And what was I gonna say? Oh, Next Level. Next Level has a ton of episodes.
Yeah.
So, you know, if we're not getting out the new ones fast enough
Well,
for you,
and the
go
thing
back
is,
and look
too,
at the
guys, a
old
lot
ones.
of the stuff like this one didn't come from a listener, but a lot of our stuff that we talk about comes from people that email us
wanna know.
or instant message us. But alleyesonfishing@gmail.com. Send us your questions, what you'd like to hear us talk about. Sometimes we call people and talk to them on the phone about something really simple or something
How to run their
that-
tournaments, whatever. I mean,
Whatever
all
it
kinds
is.
of stuff.
We could bring in live guests now with this giant setup.
with this pimp ride.
Live.
Yeah.
Well, we do remote ones too.
Yeah,
I mean, we
we do it all.
can do all kinds of stuff. Yeah. So
We're tech
Hey,
whizzes.
tech
what
whiz.
are we calling this? This is not Walleye 2. Is it Walleye 2?
Walleye 2.
Maybe Walleye Palace.
Yeah, it's like the Walleye
It's
Castle.
got all kinds of room. Like
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, we get room for exercise.
The
Yeah,
Walleye
the
Warehouse.
The Walleye Warehouse. The Walleye Palace.
I don't know. We'll have to think about that. But anyway,
put it up for a vote.
AOF.supercast.tech for the next level. From everybody at All Eyes on Fishing, thanks a lot.
This has been All Eyes on Fishing. Thanks for listening. If you like what you heard, go ahead and subscribe to The Next Level. And you can hear longer podcasts and more information on all of your favorite topics. And check us out at alleyesonfishing.com for apparel, blogs, and other information. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. All Eyes on Fishing, leading you to the next level.